This is a Manta Sports Media presentation of 62nd District basketball action. I'd like to welcome you to Harold Holbrook Athletic Complex East here on the campus of East Carter High School for tonight's 62nd District semifinal action. And this should be a good one because this is going to be round three. As the home team on the scoreboard here tonight wearing the white uniforms is going to be the West Carter Comets, currently 10-6 on the season and 2-0 in the district so far this year. And they're going to be taking on the visiting, wearing the blue away jerseys is going to be the Morgan County Cougars, currently 8-4 on the season as well and 1-3 in the district. This is Jeff the Mantis Irwin, and we're glad that you're tuning in here with us tonight because we are heading into tournament time here in the Bluegrass as we are started in on the district round. Of course, tonight we will be having, of course, the the West Morgan County game, and then all the way in Morgan County down at West Liberty. East Carter will be taking on Elliott County that way. So nobody this year, especially during a COVID situation, was able to have a home court advantage. And so it should be a good game here this afternoon. As we said, round three between the Comets and the Cougars. Of course, the Comets, as we said, 2-0 in the district play this season, and their two wins come off of the Morgan County Cougars. Of course, first round, and they were on back-to-back nights on February 26th and 27th. It was almost a tale between two different games as the Comets traveled down to West Liberty and ended up defeating easily the Morgan County Cougars 73-44. But then when the Cougars came to Hot Brown Court, it was a different story, and the Cougars put up an excellent fight. West Carter wasn't on quite as well as what they were the day before, but West Carter still ended up pulling that one out this 49-46, and so a very tight score between these two teams. And so, as they always say, it's hard to beat a team on any night. It's really hard to beat a team twice, especially twice in a row. But we'll see if third time's the charms here for West Carter, or if third time's the charm will be for Morgan County. Of course, not too much history between these two schools in the 62nd district, as Morgan County really only entered in the district 15 years ago. Back in 2006, the districts were realigned, and Morgan County replaced out Lewis County in the 62nd district. So as we said, not a whole lot of history between Morgan County and West Carter. But however, taking a look at what they have done, they have met each other 6 times in the postseason so far, and West Carter controls that record 4-2. So they defeated out West Carter has a 4-1 record in the semifinal round, which is what we're having tonight. And they also, Morgan County ends up with winning the only meeting that they had in the finals. And as we said, this goes all the way back to 2006, so they've only met 6 times. So if you look at history and everything, favors toward the Comets here tonight. Of course, Morgan County, as we said, only has 15 years experience within the 62nd district. They are 6-12 so far, just inside of the 62nd district. So as they're hoping to improve upon that record here tonight. Taking a look at all time, of course, Morgan County was not always in the 16th region, but within the 16th region, Morgan County is 51-41 in district tournament play. And that is just since they've been in the 16th region. If you count their time outside of the 16th region, Morgan County is 82-52 altogether, and this goes all the way back into the 20s, taking a look at these stats. Of course, West Carter, if you look at their record, they are 31 and 38. So 31 wins, 38 losses in the district tournament. They've had 11 championships, 17 runners-up as well. So West Carter hoping to increase that up. Actually, they had a long streak, believe it or not, Kind of funny story. My senior year back in 1999, West Carter, of course, defeated East Carter in the finals to pick up the 62nd district title. And West Carter did not win another one until last year. So West Carter had a drought, almost a 20-year drought from winning the 62nd district, but they're going to be hoping for back-to-back championships here this year. Of course, last year West Carter and Morgan County played in the semifinal round last year, and West Carter was victorious on that one, 60-57. And then, of course, West Carter ended up taking cross-county rivals East Carter and defeated them in the finals 71-53 to capture their first title since 1999. And so we hopefully will get a good game here this afternoon. As we said, these two teams, they have been very familiar with each other with back-to-back games. And then as well, this is the only team that West Carter has played in the district this year. Usually, you get the two rounds of the East-West game, and you get the West-Elliott game as well. But due to COVID situations, those have kind of knocked things out here this year. And so that is where this year we have moved into a blind draw system for the 62nd district. And so West Carter drew Morgan County, and East Carter drew Elliott. And then we will, after we determine the winners up tonight, we will have to get with you on who wins tonight's game, but where it's going to be held as well, because as we have been told here at Manta Sports Media, that it will be a coin toss on which gym that it's going to be played in. Of course, that's going to be depending upon which teams come out victorious this year. Of course, as we mentioned, Morgan County was just put into the 62nd district back in 2006. But before that, they did have several good years running in the district with Round County and Bath County and those teams there as well. So we hope, we wish good luck to both these teams out here today. Of course, good to see the cheerleaders out today as well, as they are also competing here. Usually they have a tournament team and everything else, so we wish the cheerleaders good luck here today. So let's take a quick look at who to keep our eye out for today, because, of course, as we said, this is round 3 between these two teams. And, of course, we'll start with the home side, West Carter. Of course, Tyson Webb had a fantastic game the other night against Fleming County, and he ended up getting not a season high, but came close to it. Had 26 points against Fleming County. His season high actually came against Magoffin County, where he had 28 points. But he has been averaging 13.8 points per game this season. So. And actually, just on a post that you've seen on Manta Sports Media, has recently joined the 1,000-point club at West Carter. I believe there's 20-some players out there. I'll have to get that specific number. I'm wanting to say 26, but he joins those ranks as well. Of course, someone else to take a look at is Trevor Callahan. He's been having some pretty good games here and has been a very key player as the season has progressed. Of course, he had a fantastic game against Morgan County in the first night between these two, and had his season high of 22 against this team. And he was 4-7 from behind the three-point arc. And so he's hoping maybe for a repeat performance there as well. Now, the second round, a few less points, but still did a very good job, as he ended up with 14 points on the night against the Cougars. And then, of course, Hunter Salmon's been coming in and filling the big shoes left open by Jackson Bond, who's still in recovery right now from his surgery. They said he's been doing well, but it will take some time for him to get back up to game speed and everything on there. So we wish him the best of luck, and hope that him for a speedy recovery as well. But Hunter Salmon's 8.2 points so far on the season per game. Of course, his season high came against Bath County when he scored 20 points. And then finally taking a look, Gage Lettingham. He has been a very key rebounder for the Comets, 8.4 points per game. And he's been having some pretty decent games. He's had a season high of 18 against this team, Morgan County. So two Comets have come out and has put their season high against this team here tonight. Of course, let's take a look at the other side of the coin, and that is the Morgan County Cougars. As, of course, Levi Maynab is the player to watch, 14.3 points per game. And he has had season highs of 2 times of 27 and 2 times of 21. So he is definitely someone the Comets will have to watch out for here tonight. Chandler Linden, 10.8 points per game, and he's the big man that they're going to have to keep their eyes out for. He was a little bit slow on the first game between the Comets, but he kind of got fired up a little bit there on the second. So we'll see what kind of performance he brings out here tonight. And then A.J. Conley, 9.7 points per game. He was another one of those that started lighting it up a little bit during the second meeting between these two teams. And so we have both teams getting out and warming up. We'll take a brief break and pay a couple bills here, and we would like to welcome aboard our new sponsor. We have the Drive-In and Beach Buns Tanning, as well as Stylish Stitches and Henry's Bar and Grill. So I would like to welcome them aboard, and also I'd like to welcome Wanda Antrobus. Happy birthday. It's her birthday here today, and hopefully the Comets can pull out a win for her here this afternoon. But we'll be back here momentarily. This is Jeff the Mantis Irwin doing your play-by-play here on Mantis Sports Media, live on Facebook and YouTube.
The Drive-In has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that Beach Buns Tanning, with locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling. We have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports. Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports.
And we definitely like to thank our new sponsors out there today. So they are definitely appreciated as they're helping to fund our cost that we have for traveling, as well as the fees that we have for this afternoon. And so now we're going to be getting ready to honor America here with the playing of our national anthem and the introduction of the players. And now let's get ready to meet the teams. And so we're going to be starting out with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Morgan County Cougars, coached by Matthew Perry. And then starting at guard, number 21, Logan Spencer. And then starting at 2, their leading scorer, Levi McNabb. And then at guard, number 11, Connor Gillum. He's a senior. And then at guard, a senior wearing number 25, A.J. Conley. And then the big man in the center, number 34, Chandler Liddon. And Matthew Perry is the head coach of the Cougars. And now let's get ready for the home team here on the scoreboard, the West Carter Comets, 10-6 on the season. And starting at forward, a junior wearing number 5, Landon Nichols. And then at guard, a senior wearing number 14, Hunter Sammons. And then at power forward, a senior wearing number 11, Trevor Callahan. And then at the other guard, a senior wearing number 30, Gage Lettingham. And then the West Carter's leading scorer at the senior at guard wearing number 33, Tyson Webb. So as we get ready to go for round 3 here today, looks like Morgan County has the ball to start things out. And we are underway. Just about went across the timeline, but and then slipped, but Morgan County still got possession. Gives it to Linden. Tries to get it down, and we got a kick ball to start out with, and so that is going to be going toward Morgan County. So they finally get the ball in. They get it to Gillum. He can penetrate that lane very well. West Carter looks like they're in a man-to-man defense as they get it to Linden. Good look on the cut, but stolen there by Lettingham. As he crosses over, he tries to go up against the big man, but loses the grip on it, but gets the ball back. Crosses all the way over to Callahan, gets it to Sammons, back to Lettingham again. Looks like Morgan County is going to go back to the chaser and one box and chaser for their defense. And that is off the hands of Callahan, and that'll be a turnover for West Carter. It'll be Morgan County ball. No score just yet. West Carter not going to put the full court pressure on them just yet. I'm sure they're going to be trying to fill each other out just like a good, strong match would be. And there's a trap in the corner, but he finally gets it out to Gillum. Good ball movement there by the Cougars, and a blocked shot there by Callahan. Lettingham's off to the races again. Let's see if he goes up. Puts it up, no good. Gets his own rebound. Tries to get it down to Nichols. Nichols puts the shot up, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts the shot up, and he draws the foul. And that foul is going to be against Morgan County's number 2, Levi McNabb. That's going to be his first, team's first. And so Landon Nichols is at the line shooting 2. He drains the first one and gets the first points here of the game. So we are at 1-0. West Carter's on top. Second shot's on its way, and that one goes in. So West Carter ending up with a 2-0 lead to start out with things here in the first half. And, big charge there, no call. As Conley plowed over the defenseman, and but no call, but no harm on that one. West Carter gets the ball back. Fakes the shot. Gets it off to Sammons. Back off top of key again. Gets it to Webb. Loses the handle on it, but ends up bouncing it off the foot of Gillum and out of bounds. So that will be West Carter's ball. Gillum fakes the three again, gets it over to Salmons. This time he's going to take the three and finds the bottom of the net. So West Carter on a 5-0 run to start things out here in the first period. Morgan County, and there's a steal there by Salmons. I was going to say Morgan County having some trouble with this defense. Webb puts it up, but they end up trying to get it back to him, but he didn't position himself inbounds, so that will be a turnover for West. Possession heads to the Morgan County Cougars. As we said, Morgan County's having a little bit of trouble with this West Carter defense here in this first half. Had a couple good blocks by Callahan, but they're trying to get the motion offense set back up as Mayab hands it off to Spencer. And there's a nice layup there by Connor Gillum. And he gets Morgan County on the board, and so he cuts the West Carter lead down to 3. As we see, there's the box and chaser. Good pass to get it down to Landon Nichols, and he gets the layup. And he extends that West Carter lead back out to 5. 4 minutes, 53 seconds to play here in the first half. And they're double teaming Liddon. He's trying to dribble out of it. Finally gets it off over to Conley, and we're going to pick up a foul. And that foul is going to be against Tyson Webb, and that's going to be his first, team's first of the half. A little question on who the foul was on. They finally get that one straightened out. Gives it to Mayab, gets it off over to the side to Spencer. Down now to Conley. Tries to get it to Linden, and there's another steal by Lettingham, and he gets that one off the foot of Gillum and out of bounds, and so that'll still be West Carter's ball. As we get the clock adjusted up here to the game time that we have here at East. Lettingham, I believe that's about his third or fourth steal here tonight. He's been having a good night. 3 ball on the way by Salmons. That one's off the back of the rim, and we're going to get a foul. And this foul is going to go against number 34, Chandler Linden, and that's going to be his first, team's second. And good look getting it down to Tyson Webb for the layup, and West Carter extends out their lead to 7 at 9-2. Linden getting the ball out to the side and just about stolen there. And finally, good play there by Callahan to get it off of the leg of Linden. And that's going to be West Carter's basketball. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor here. This is going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll be back here in 30 seconds here on Mantis Sports Media.
The drive-in has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports.
And we're back here at Harold Holbrook Athletic Complex East, where West Carter's holding on to a 7-point lead. Morgan County took their first 30-second timeout to try to slow things down, as they have been plagued by turnovers here in this first half, as well as steals by the Comets. Morgan County starting to put on a little bit more pressure in the backcourt, and we're going to get a foul, and they're going to call this one off. And they're going to say this is going to go against, I believe, Trevor Callahan. and that is going to be his first, team second. As the foul was away from the ball, Webb was starting to drive down the lane, but ended up call that one on the player control against Callahan. Good look to get it to Gillum, and he gets it off to Linden. Block shot once again for Wes Carter. They get it to Callahan for the basket, and so he is having a good night here tonight as Wes Carter is now up by 9 at 11-2. They are just Morgan County's just been struggling so far on offense to get beyond this Wes Carter defense. They've had a couple good chances at some penetration. And there's another one, and good reverse layup there by Mayab as he drives the baseline and gets the reverse layup to break that Comet scoring streak. 3 ball on the way by Callahan. That's just off the side of the rim. Rebounded by Mayab, and he's going to try to take it coast to coast. Puts up the layup, no good. Rebound finally gets down by Webb as he gets it off to Lettingham. He puts the shot up and draws the foul. Shot was no good. And that foul is going to go against number 21, Logan Spencer. That's going to be his second, team's third, as they're putting Gage Lettingham at the line shooting 2. Now he's a 73.1% free throw shooter, and he drains that first one. Sam Jones checking into the ball game now, replacing out Hunter Sammons, giving him a little bit of a breather here with 2:23 left to go here in the first period. Lettingham, second shot on the way, off the front of the rim, rebounded by Mayab of Morgan County. Gets it to Mayab. He's had their last 4 points. Just about picked off by Nichols again. Good floater shot there by A.J. Conley. And he picks up his first points of the game and cuts the Wes Carter lead down to 6. Wes Carter stacking it up low, getting it down. Lettingham kicks it back out to Callahan. Tries to get it to Webb, but stolen there by Gillum. And they're going to say that one was off of Wes Carter. As Coach Perry has given the official a little bit of an earful, wanting a foul on that play instead of just the out of bounds. Gets it to Mayab once again up at top as he dribbles down to the wing. Gets the tries to get the pick by Linden. Drives it down as Callahan puts his hands up. Can't get the shot off. Webb tries to take it in, and they're going to say that was last touched by Chandler Linden, and it'll be Wes Carter's ball. Webb gets it out to Jones. Back up top the key now to Lettingham. Gets it out to the side to Jones. Morgan County switched to a man-to-man defense. They realized the chaser wasn't working, and we're going to get a blocking foul here against Morgan County as Lettingham was driving down the lane. And so that's going to go against A.J. Conley, and that's going to be his first, team's fourth. And they're putting Gage Lettingham at the line shooting 2. He's 1 for 1 already, or 1 for 2 from the line so far. Gets that one to fall. As Logan Berry getting ready to check in now for the Comets. Lettingham, second shot on the way, and that is good. Berry's going to be replacing out Nichols. Nichols had a pretty good first period here so far and giving him a little bit of a breather there. As this Wes Carter defense has been playing very tough here, but Morgan County starting to inch up just a little bit here against the Comets, but Wes Carter still holding on to a lead. And this one's going to be an offensive foul as Conley was driving down, ran into Jones. And so they call him with the player control foul, and that's going to be Conley's second, team's 5th. As Allen Justice checks into the game as he replaces out Conley. Conley now with 2 fouls. He's probably going to be sitting down for at least a little bit here throughout, I would say, most of this first half. Of course, Coach Perry not happy about that call. Ledingham slips but gets the ball to Callahan. Callahan, nice power move, gets that one up and in for the basket and extends out the West Carter lead now out to 10. As 16-6 our score. Linden just about loses it. Barry just about takes him out. No call. And finally we're going to get a foul. Webb is not happy with that as he picks up his second foul here in the first period. And so that'll be his second, team's third. Under 30 seconds to play here. Good ball movement to get it down to Logan Spencer as he gets the layup. About 10 seconds left to go. Ledingham gets it to Webb, shoots the long three, and no good off the back of the rim. And that is it for the first period. West Carter 16, Morgan County 8 will be back here in 60 seconds here on Manta Sports Media.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com.
And we're back here at East Carter High School where West Carter will have the ball to start out the second period. Of course, that first period, it was just about all West Carter. Had some good ball movement and play there by Gillum and Conley, but Conley now in some foul trouble. West Carter putting it back up multiple times, and this time they're going to say that is off the hands of Jones, and that'll be Morgan County ball. Of course, winner here tonight will go on to the championship of the 62nd District and also punches their ticket to the 16th Region Tournament, which will be held next week at Morehead State University. Gillum trying to look inside to Linden, gets it back out to Justice up top of the key. He stops, pops off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounding Linden, puts up a one-handed shot, and that is good. And so he's going to cut the West Carter lead down to 6. As Ledingham gets it over to Jones, back up and swings it around. Good ball movement by the Comets. Gets it over to Jones as looks like Morgan County's in a 2-3 zone at the moment. Webb tries to bring it in, but pulls it back out, gets it out to Logan Berry. So far, Morgan's been handling this zone pretty good. There's a kick ball by Linden. And checking back into the game now for West Carter, number 14, Hunter Sammons, as he gives out Sam Jones. And A.J. Conley with 2 fouls coming back in as he's replacing out Allen Justice. Of course, that's one thing that they're going to need, Conley's points here. 3 ball on the way by Webb, finds the bottom of the net, and that is good. So 19-10, West Carter with their largest lead of the night by 9 here with about 6 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the first half. Linden gets the ball over to Mayab. Mayab fakes the shot, puts up a 3 off the back of the rim, and we're going to get a foul going the other way. And this one's going to go against Chandler Linden, and that's going to be his second, team 6. So right now, Morgan County with 6 fouls, Conley with 2 of them, Linden with 2. Both of them still out on the court here as there's a steal by Linden. He tries to get it up and then stolen once again by Wes Carter. Webb takes it, can't finish off the job, but they're going to say that was last touched by Wes Carter, so that would be Morgan County ball. Good movement there by Linden to get the steal, but then it was tapped out by Wes Carter, and Webb came up with it and couldn't get the layup finished off, but ball ends up going back toward Morgan County. Off the pick, Mayab trying to drive the lane, kicks it up to Conley. Callahan working on Conley. That is dangerously close to the timeline. There's a tip there by Salmons. So Mayab recovers the ball, tries to get it as Wes Carter has numbers, but Gage Lettingham once again with another steal for West. Gets it over to Barry. Barry can't get it worked in. Ends up trying to get the shot off, no good, and we're going to get a foul going the other way as this one's going to go against Gage Lettingham, and that is going to be his first, team's fourth. So Wes Carter still not putting on the full court pressure just yet, as they're still holding on to their 9-point lead. Tip ball, Linden gets it. Salmons tries to get it, but Morgan County's got some numbers. Wes Carter's recovered, gives it to Mayab. He's trying to look to get in. They're going to have to try to get some penetration in here if they want to try to beat this Wes Carter defense, because they have been very strong here in this first half. They get it down to Linden. He's working against Barry, puts up the shot, and no good. Rebounded Barry. You know, as we're taking a look, of course, one thing that Wes Carter's going to have to do is to have, and as they have been doing, is showing some patience here on the offense and defensive end. As Webb tries to put up the shot and gets it to roll in. And that one's going to go against 34, and that's Chandler Lennon's third. And team seventh as Landon Nichols checks back in. For Morgan County, number 12 checks in Chance Wright, as he's going to be, I'm sure we're not going to see Linden until the second half. But as we were saying, of course, Tyson Webb at the line shooting two. Shooting one, because the basket was good. As we said, West has got to control the tempo of the game and has some good guard play, which they have so far. Morgan County is going to need to shoot the three and try to get some good penetration in out there if they want to try to succeed against the Comets here. But right now the Comets with their largest lead of the night of 12, as Callahan gets the rebound. Lettingham tries to take it all away. Wright slipped on the ball, but Morgan County recovers it. Mayab gets it back out over to Gillum. Gillum drives the lane, puts the shot up, and gets that one to fall. As we said, Morgan County is going to have to try to get some good penetration in against these Comets if they want to start cutting out this lead. Dangerous pass into Webb, but he gets it back out to top. Tries to get it to Callahan. Callahan saves it out to Webb, as Lettingham working in, gives it back out to Salmons, and West is going to get the offense, try to get it set back up again. As looks like Morgan County's went back to a man-to-man defense. Nichols loses the handle on it. Morgan County comes away with it. Mayab trying to look down into the post, but the big man's not there. He's on the bench right now with 3 fouls. Finally gets it down to Conley. Conley out to Gillum. Fakes the three, drives it in, gives it back out to Conley in the corner. Conley tries to get it to Wright, but they're going to say that was off Wes Carter. So it'll be Morgan County's ball under the basket. Morgan County running a box inbounds play. Tries to get it up top, but Nichols ends up with the steal. He drives it in and lays it up and gets the basket. And so we're going to get a timeout here by Morgan County again. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll be back here in 60 seconds here on Mantis Sports Media.
Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com. To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports.
And we're back here at East Carter, West Carter with one of the largest leads they've had of the night at 12, holding on 24 to 12. So West Carter doubling up Morgan County at the time. They haven't shot too many threes out there just yet. Conley tries to get it in, kicks it out to Spencer. Spencer with the floater shot and no good. Battle for the board and ends up that Wright is going to draw the foul. And that foul is going to go against Landon Nichols. That's going to be his first, team's fifth. As Alan Justice comes in, replaces out Chance Wright. Morgan County's going to have the ball underneath the basket. Having some trouble, but finally gets it out to Conley. Gillum driving the lane. Good spin move and then block shot by Callahan, but gets the foul before that. And that foul is going to go against Gage Lettingham, and that's going to be his second, team six. And he's going to be sending Connor Gillum to the line to shoot two. First shot's up. Money ball there. Cuts the lead down to 11 at 24-13. Gets the second one to fall, so now it's a 10-point lead. 24-14. There's about 2 minutes left to play here in the half. Yeah, as Morgan County's back in a 2-3 and just about stolen there by Justice and finally completes the steal. Finally gets it to Mayab. He's going to drive the lane, stops, puts up the shot, no good, but he's going to draw the foul. And they're going to say that one's going to go against Hunter Salmons, and that'll be his first, team seventh. And so that's going to put Mayab at the line, shooting two, and he gets the first one to fall. Cuts the West Carter lead now down to single digits to 9. Second shot's on the way. That one rolls in. West Carter leads now 8 with 1:48 left to play here in the first half. Good ball movement by the Comets, trying to get this defense off balance. Gets it down to Nichols. He powers up the shot and gets it to fall. And so Landon Nichols picks up another basket underneath the goal and gets the lead back out to double digits for the Comets. Justice swings the ball over to Spencer. Gets it to Mayab. Back up top to Conley. Justice has it, gives it to Gillum. Gillum's been known to penetrate very well. Conley, good spin move, but can't finish off the shot. Rebounded Callahan of West Carter as Lettingham gets it, kicks it over to Salmons, cross courts to Webb. That's what West Carter needs to do to break down this defense. Because good ball movement throws off the balance of a 2-3, and somebody forgets their assignment at some point in time. But Morgan County's been holding on to it, but I believe Wes Carter's going to hold on for a last-second shot as Gillum's backing off of him a little bit. Good ball movement again, cross court. Salmons is going to fire the three off the side of the rim. Rebounded Nichols, puts up the hook shot and in. And that is at the buzzer, and Wes Carter is going to go into the locker room with a 12-point lead at 28-16. So we're at halftime, and we'll be back here after a word from our sponsors. You're watching 62nd District Basketball Tournament action here on Manta Sports Media on Facebook and YouTube.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfast, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
The drive-in has the food to get your day started the right way, from delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you, and don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports. Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
You're looking at me in the future. Okay. Hi, Isaac.
Hi.
Wait a second. Do you know who I am?
Julia.
This is Jaina. Into the future.
I just wanted to talk to you about what happened with those two girls.
Oh, yeah?
Do you remember it was this girl that I was getting bullied by that one day at PE when they were like yelling at me, and then you just linked arms with me? I don't think you know how much like that helped me, because like I finally like knew that I had somebody. Because of you, Isaac, and what you did for me years ago, I grew up to be more independent and love myself and just be a little bit more confident.
Aw, I'm like a little tearing up right now. Just to see her in the future just blossom and look beautiful, and that was really amazing.
And we're back here at East Carter High School with some halftime stats. Of course, your score at the half, West Carter 28, Morgan County 16. So let's take a look at what's been happening so far in this first half here. Get the graphic up here, and here we go. So halftime stats, West Carter shooting pretty well, 50%. They're 8 of 16 from the 2-point range, 2 of 6 from behind the arc for 33.3%. And they are 6 of 7 from the charity stripe, shooting 85.7%. So West Carter having a pretty good shooting night here tonight so far in this first half. And it's been one thing that's kind of been plaguing the Comets throughout part of this year has been, the poor shooting on the court for the 2s and the 3s. Usually not too bad on the 3 throws. Taking a look at Morgan County, they are 6 of 14 from the 2-point range, shooting not too bad, 42.8%. Where that it's going to hurt them at the worst is the 3-point range, and they are 0 of 2 tonight. Of course, they are 4 for 4 from the charity stripe as well. During that last game between the Comets and the Cougars, when it was very close between the two teams, Morgan County was 6 of 13 from the 3-point shooting range for the night, and that definitely helped them out there tonight, but as they're struggling just a little bit to get the ball in the hole here so far tonight. Of course, name of the game, of course, as well, rebounds. West Carter out rebounding the Cougars 14-9. And then, of course, also a big determining factor is the turnovers. Morgan County with 9 first-half turnovers to West Carter's 7. And that gives us our score at 28-16. Looking at some individual scoring, first of all, for Morgan County, Connor Gillum has 6 points on the night. He's 2 of 2 from the 2-point range and 2 of 2 from the 3-throw line. Right behind him is Levi Mayab with 4 points, 1 of 2 from the 2-point range, 0 of 1 from the 3-point range, and 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. And then you have each Logan Spencer, A.J. Conley, and Chandler Linden with 2 points each. Taking a look for the Comets, leading scorer so far is Landon Nichols. He's got 10 points on the night, getting the job done underneath the basket, definitely with those offensive boards where he's got 2 of them tonight. He's 4 of 5 from the 2-point range, and he is a perfect 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. Right behind him is Tyson Webb. He's 2 of 4 from the 2-point range, 1 of 2 from the 3-point range, and he is 1 of 1 from the charity stripe. And then you have Gage Lettingham with 6 points tonight, but probably one of his biggest areas to take a look at would be the steals, which he has got 4 on the night for the Comets, and that has been one of his big strengths here, has been taking the ball away from the Cougars. But he has scored 6 points, 0 of 1 from the 2-point range, 1 of 1 from the 3-point range, and 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. And then other scoring for the Comets, you got Trevor Callahan with 4 points. He's 2 of 3 from the 2-point range and 0 of 1 from the 2-point range. As far as second chance points, as we said, West Carter's out rebounding Morgan County 14-9, and they're outscoring Morgan County on those second chance buckets 6-4. West Carter also, as we mentioned, they're 2 of 6 from the 3-point line, and they have got 6 points from three-pointers here tonight. Morgan County, if they want to try to get back in this game, they need to start popping some shots behind the charity stripe here in the second half. Taking a look at defensive stops, West Carter has 17, Morgan County has 14. No points off the bench yet by either team. Only starters have been scoring so far here in the first half. Of course, West Carter with their largest lead of the night at 22-10, in which we're kind of in that same ballpark right now, which is 12 points at 28-16. So that's the largest lead of the night. There's been no lead changes and no ties so far in this first half. West Carter went on an 11-2 run to start out the game, and that is their longest run of the night. And then Morgan County with a 4-0 run against the Comets as well. And so we're getting ready to start out this second half here as Morgan County will have the ball to start things out. And we are moving on, and we are underway here. Mayab trying to get it to Linden, but Linden, of course, he's with 3 fouls on the night. Him and Conley both in a little bit of foul trouble. Linden takes it up, puts it up one-handed, can't get it finished off. Rebounded by Callahan of West Carter. Gets it to Gage Lettingham. Pulls it back out while the Comets set up the offense. Drives in the lane. Circus shot up. No good. Ends up after kind of a toss-up. And we're going to get an offensive foul here against Webb. And that's going to be his third one, his third foul. Team's first of the half. So he quickly picks up his third personal foul. Of course, he's not one that the Comets want in any kind of foul trouble here in this game, because he has definitely been instrumental to this Comet team. Couple turnovers back and forth. Conley ends up with the ball for the layup, and Morgan County gets on the point, gets on the board, and cuts the West Carter lead back down to 10. Quickly gets the ball up ahead to Lettingham. He's got to pull it back out, get the offense set up. Gets it over to Nichols, down into the corner to Sammons. He's trying to find somebody to get it to. Good move, but gets it out to Lettingham. Webb, top of the key, gets it over to Nichols. He drives in, power move, can't get it finished off, but gets his own rebound, puts it up. No shot, and they're going to say this one was on the floor. And that foul is going to go against A.J. Conley, and that's going to be his third, team's first of the half, as Ben Hampton checks into the ball game now for the Morgan County Cougars. Gets it into the post to Nichols, and he goes up. And I believe they said that one's going to go against Blue 3. That'd be Ben Hampton. That'll be his first, team second, as Landon Nichols is going to be at the line shooting 2. First one's in. As Conley comes back out with 3 fouls, and he replaces out Hampton. Of course, Nichols, usually a pretty good or pretty decent three-throw shooter. He has been hitting, 70% and gets both of those to fall for the Comets, and gets them back out to their largest lead of the night once again at 30-18. Conley's going to drive it in, gives it out to Linden. Linden's going to drive it in, and they're going to have a foul here on the floor. And that foul is going to go against Trevor Callahan, and that's going to be his second, team second of the half. Morgan County taking the ball out to underneath the goal. Conley gets it out to Spencer. Now to Conley, back out to Gillum, and he just about flies out of bounds, but luckily gets the ball back to Conley. Conley drives it in, gives it to Linden, and There's going to be a foul on the shot as that's going to go against Landon Nichols, and that'll be his second, team's third. And he's going to be sending Chandler Linden to the line to shoot two. First one's up and in. Second shot on the way. That one's in as well. Cuts the West Carter lead back down to 10. As Morgan County puts in a little bit of pressure, but then backs off as Lettingham gets the ball. Looks like Morgan County's went back into a man-to-man defense. So they try to get the ball down to Nichols, and he's going to be fouled from behind. And that foul is going to go against A.J. Conley, and by my records, that's his fourth, team's third of the half. As Chance Wright comes in to replace out Conley, and Conley's not one that Morgan County wants to lose out there tonight, because Conley averages just about almost 10 points per game, but his presence out there is just about as powerful. Good, strong move there, but can't get it finished off. We got some players hitting the ground, and they're going to say that it is Morgan County basketball. As Coach Webb not happy about that, no call. But Morgan County gets it, and they're crossing over the timeline. Spencer gets it to Gillum. He's looking for Linden down in, but Mayab's going to pop the three off the back of the rim. Linden with the offensive board gives it to Spencer, back out to Gillum again, and he's going to pull it back out. Take a look at the offense, and he's going to drive in, puts up a circus shot, can't get it finished. Rebound to Nichols of West Carter. Webb, good look up to Hunter Salmons for the easy basket. Gets their lead back out to 12 at 32-20. We're under 5 minutes to play here in the third period. West Carter been mainly holding on to a double-digit lead as Mayab hits the floater and gets that one to go in. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor here. This will be a 30-second timeout. We'll be back here in 30 seconds here on Mantis Sports Media.
The drive-in has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports.
And we're back here at East Carter where Morgan County has just taken their third timeout here, so they'll have 2 left to go. West Carter still with all 5 timeouts. Probably in the fourth period, if Morgan County can't cut into this lead a little bit, they're going to have to start putting on some full court pressure. As we get a 5-second call, as he was closely guarded by Morgan County. They said he didn't break the contact in time, and so there's going to be another turnover by the Comets. That's going to be their 8th on the night. Mayab looking in the middle, but throws it straight to Tyson Webb. He gets it over to Lettingham for the layup. He's going to get it, the foul, and one. And that foul looks like it's going to go against Chandler Linden, and that will be his 4th. Team's 4th as Gage Lettingham's at the line to shoot the one. As A.J. Conley checking into the ball game, he's going to replace out Linden. Not too good options for the Cougars right now, as both Conley and Linden believe, according to my records, sitting both with 4 fouls. Lettingham makes the three-point play the old-fashioned way and gets the Comet lead out to their largest lead of the night at 13. Just about a steal there by Salmons, but they get it to Mayab. He puts up the floater shot, no good. Bounce around, Gillum comes up with the rebound. Three ball on the way, and that is good by Logan Spencer. That's one thing that Morgan County needed right now to try to get them back here in this ball game and keep their hooks into West Carter. Even though West Carter is holding on to a 10-point lead, they've been able to hold on to it. Good pick and roll there to get Callahan down in the post, and he makes the basket and extends out the lead once again, back out to 12. Driving the lane as Mayab puts up the floater and gets it to go in. Morgan County now starting to put on some full court pressure, but as Lettingham takes it off himself, and he's going to get hit with the offensive foul as he pushed off. And that's going to be Lettingham's third, team's fourth. As West Carter's going to take their first timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout. So we'll be back here in 30 seconds here on the Manta Sports Media Network.
Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com.
And back here at East Carter, definitely like to thank a few people out there as well. Thanks to everybody for viewing in. Thanks to Shirley Irwin for sending us out some stars here today to help cover our cost, as well as Melissa Miner Owens and Shannon Meyer. Glad y'all could be here, and thank you Becky Atkins as well as Christy Wolf Burchett. Glad to have you all there, and Tracy Joe Elliott. Thank you all very much from the bottom of our hearts. We appreciate it. And then there's a basket by Morgan County, going to cut the West Carter lead down a little bit further. Gets it down to 8. This has been the closest that Morgan County's been in the last little bit. Callahan tries to get it down to Lettingham, but Wright dove in just at the wrong time and hit it out of bounds. So it'll be West Carter's ball underneath the goal. But definitely I'd like to thank all of our viewers on Facebook as well as YouTube. So make sure that you share our video, like our page. And great hook shot there by Trevor Callahan to extend back out the West Carter lead, back out to double digits at 10, 39-29. And definitely want to thank our people for watching out on YouTube as well. Glad to have you out there, and make sure you subscribe to our page, hit the little bell to be notified whenever there's more great 16th region sports action. Maybe a walk there, but no call. Gillum once again. They tried to get it in to Conley, but that one tipped out of bounds by West Carter. It'll be Morgan's County ball underneath the goal. Gets it into Wright, and he's trapped, but he's going to end up picking up the foul as Landon Nichols picks up his third foul for West Carter, and that's going to be his third, team's fifth. Conley going to be taking out the ball for Morgan County. Mayab trying to work against Jones. Drives in, puts up a shot around the free-throw line, but he's going to draw the foul. And that foul will go against Sam Jones, and that's his first on the night, team 6. And he's going to be sending Levi Mayab to the line to shoot 2. First one rattles in. Alan Justice checking in for Morgan County, and Logan Berry checking in for West Carter as they replace out Nichols and Wright. And that one off the mark, rebounded by Lettingham of West Carter. 9-point lead by the Comets. Gets it to Webb. Webb powers it in for the layup, and that is good. 41-30. West Carter back up to an 11-point lead. Chandler Linden's getting ready to come back in for Morgan County. Remember, him and Conley, they both have 4 fouls, as that one was tipped out of bounds by Berry, and so it'll be Morgan County's ball on the side as Linden comes in and replaces out Justice. Gillum's got to start getting some penetration, or they're going to have to start trying to look for the 3 ball here. So they try to get it to Linden. And he is stripped by Lettingham. Ball's loose, and finally Gillum comes out on top with it. And they're going to say steps called against Linden down in as he tried to get it out to Spencer. So that'll be another turnover against the Cougars. Be West Carter's ball as they're going I thought they was going to put on a little bit of full court pressure, but I guess they'll probably be saving that in for the 4th quarter. Under a minute now for the 3rd period as Jones gives it to Webb. Good look down to Lettingham. Behind the back circus pass to Berry. My goodness, I don't know how that one came out, but Berry ended up with the ball and got the easy layup there at 40. And now West Carter's back out to a 13-point lead, 43-30. About 10 seconds left to play in the 3rd period. As Gillum drives in the lane, Linden tries to put up a shot and blocked by Berry. And so at the end of the 3rd period and heading into the final frame, West Carter is up by 13, 43-30. So we'll be back here in 60 seconds here on the Mantis Sports Media Network.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com.
And back here at East Carter, where West Carter will get the ball to start out the final frame. 8 minutes is going to decide who's going to be moving on to the final of the 62nd District and punch their ticket into Morehead State. Good layup there by Trevor Callahan as he gets West Carter out to one of their largest leads of the night at 15, so it's 45-30. Of course, winner advances to the championship and punches themselves a berth at the 16th Region Tournament. The loser, their season's over. And that foul is going to go against West Carter's Sam Jones, and that's going to be his 2nd, team 7th. And so they're going to put A.J. Conley at the line shooting the bonus. Gets the first one to fall. He didn't shoot any, didn't get a chance to go to the charity stripe in the first half, but hits the first one here in the 4th period. Second shot's on the way. Gets that one to fall as well. Morgan County has still been keeping within reach of the Comets as it's to 13 points, but they haven't let West Carter run away with this one. Of course, Morgan County showing a little bit of full court pressure, and they're going to need that to try to slow down this Comet team and try to space themselves out. Nice little fade jumper there by Logan Berry as he picks up another 2 himself. I believe he's got 4 on the night. and extends out the lead back out to 15. Linden gets it to Spencer. Spencer backs it back out, directing traffic now, putting Conley on his left-hand side. Now Gillum gets it over to Mayab. Good look down in the paint, and he's going to pick up the foul. That was a good look by Mayab to hit Conley down in the post as Trevor Callahan picks up his third personal foul, team's 8th. And he's going to be sending A.J. Conley to the line, shooting 2. He just picked up 2 from the charity stripe here just a moment ago. First one rattles in. And Hunter Sammons checks in now for the Comets as he replaces out Sam Jones. Second shot's up for Conley, and that one's in. 13-point lead by Wes Carter. Lettingham drives into the lane, bounce pass to Callahan, clears out the lane, but no call. Offensive board by Lettingham, and there's a bunch of hands and arms moving around, and Callahan ends up finishing it strong off the offensive board for Wes Carter and gives them now a 15-point lead once again. Of course, Morgan County, they haven't let them get too far away, but Wes Carter's at one of their largest leads of the night here so far. But Morgan County's been taking it down, getting into about 8 or 9 points, getting to single digits before coming back up again. Mayab with the ball now, fakes the 3, gets it over to Spencer. Drives in the lane, puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded Berry as he tries the long outlet pass. And Connor Gillum gets in there, but ends up getting fouled by Gage Lettingham. And by my record, that is his 4th, team's 9th. And Sam Jones comes in now for Lettingham. First one's up, no good. And they're going to say last hit by Mayab of Morgan County, so that will be Wes Carter's ball. So Wes Carter with 9 fouls, Morgan County with 4 fouls here in this second half. As they're putting on the full court pressure now, Webb gets it to Callahan. They finally break the timeline. Gets it to Callahan once again, stops, puts up the shot, and no good. Saves the ball, finally gets it out to Gillum. There's a tip by Callahan, and Berry behind the back pass. My goodness, that was an awesome pass there as Callahan gets the foul and 1. My goodness, he went in strong, and Mayab was there. And Mayab picks up the blocking foul, and so Callahan gets the he doesn't get the basket. They're saying that was on the floor before the shot. Gets it into Callahan again, and he's going to try to get the points. Gets the nice shooter's roll and extends out Wes Carter's lead now out to 17, their largest here of the night. Morgan County's got to start shooting a few threes here as we're about halfway through this final frame. Back tip as Mayab tried to go in. Back tip by Wes Carter and out of bounds. Be Morgan County's ball on the end line. Of course, make sure you stay with us tomorrow night as it'll be the girls' turn here at East Carter. As West Carter Lady Comets will be taking on the Lady Lions of Elliott County. And there's a blocking foul by West Carter. Sam Jones picks up his 3rd. And that's going to put Morgan County now in the double bonus. Conley hits his first. I don't believe he's missed here in this second half from the charity stripe. Second shot's on its way, and that one's in. That one's good. Gets it down to Callahan. Gets stripped by Conley. Conley takes it up, tries to go coast to coast, but ends off losing the handle on it and going out of bounds, and they're going to say that's Wes Carter's ball. So Wes Carter still on top by 15, just about halfway through this fourth period. Webb being pressured by Gillum. Gets the pick there by Jones. Gets across the timeline. They get a little bit of separation there. Gets it over to Salmons. Salmons trying to get it down into the paint. And we're going to get a foul there by Jones as Mayab was taken off and gets his legs tripped up by Jones. And I believe that is going to be his fourth. Of course, Morgan County's in the double bonus. Landon Nichols looks like he's going to be coming in for Jones. As Mayab took a hard shot down, getting tangled, his feet tangled up, trying to get on the fast break. But Mayab hits his first one and cuts the lead down to 14 at 51-37. Make that 38. And we got a timeout here in Morgan County. That'll be a full timeout, so we'll be back here in 60 seconds here on the Manta Sports Media Network.
To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports. Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com.
And coming out of the timeout, it will be Wes Carter's basketball. As Morgan County has one timeout left, Wes Carter still with four of them. Morgan County getting in on the full court press now. As Spencer going up against Webb. Shoots it out over to Salmons. Dangerous cross court and doesn't pay off this time as that one goes off the fingertips of Nichols and out of bounds, and so that will be Morgan County basketball on the side. Lettingham getting ready to come back into the ball game for the Comets. Him and Jones each have 4 fouls. 3 ball on the way by Mayab and gets that one to fall. Cuts the West Carter lead back down to 10. Clear lane there by Webb, and we're going to get a blocking foul against Mayab. And that's going to be his third, team 6. And as we said, Lettingham coming in, replacing out Barry. As we said, Lettingham and Sam Jones with 4 fouls for West Carter. Conley and Linden with 4 fouls for Morgan County. We'll see if this foul situation comes into play here a little bit later on for either of these teams. Strong block there, no call, and good reverse layup there by Tyson Webb. Gets West Carter back out on top, 53-41. That was a very strong block there by Callahan, or pick by Callahan. Ended up getting the guy on the floor, but no call with it. Good back cut there by Spencer as he gets the layup for Morgan County and gets the lead cut back down to 10. Callahan gets it out to Lettingham once again as they cross the timeline. Morgan County getting a little bit, can feel the pressure going on now with under 3 minutes to play here in the regulation. Wes Carter really just needs to eat some clock right now, but Lettingham goes for the layup and good fingertip layup. Extends the lead back out to 12, and it's 55-43. Wes Carter on top of Morgan County. About 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. And we're going to get an offensive foul here against Mayab, and that's going to be his fourth, team seventh. So Wes Carter will be in the bonus after on the next play, or next foul. Good layup there by Callahan. He extends back out the lead, 57-43. Just about 2 minutes left to play. Gillum gives it to Conley. Conley gets it over to Mayab. Back to Conley again. Just about lost the handle of it. Tries to get it down to Gillum. He wasn't moving, but he quickly got to it. Tries to get it out to look like Spencer, and Morgan County is going to be forced to take their last timeout. That'll be a full timeout, so we'll be back here in 60 seconds here on Mantis Sports Media Network.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
The drive-in has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports.
And we're back in play here as Morgan County just took their last timeout here of the night. Down by 14, three ball on the way by Mayab. No good, rebounded by Nichols, and they put the pressure and he finally gets the foul. They're going to call that one against Gillum, and that'll be Gillum's first, Morgan County's eighth foul of the second half. So that's going to send Landon Nichols at the line shooting the bonus. Shots up. Gets it just over the front of the rim and nothing but net. He'll have one more left. Sam Jones getting ready to come in. Second one on the way. Gets the shooter's roll and gets that one to fall. Sam Jones and Bryson Boggs comes in as they replace out Nichols and Sammons. So Wes Carter out to a 16-point lead with 1:30. Morgan County's definitely got to get some points here on the board. Didn't need that at this time period as they thought Gillum was going to be cutting down to the basket, but ended up going out of bounds. Wes Carter's ball. And there's going to be a foul by Morgan County. That's going to go against Logan Spencer, and that'll be his second, team's ninth. So Lettingham's going to be at the line shooting the bonus. As we said before, Lettingham is 73.1% three-throw shooter. Gets the first to fall. Second one on the way. And inadvertent horn, but they're going to go ahead and play it on. As no good on the three ball by Spencer. Rebounded Wes Carter, and Sam Jones going to draw the foul. He's going to get that off of Connor Gillum, and that'll be his second. So Wes Carter is now in the double bonus as well, so both teams in the double bonus from here on out. As I think the scorekeeper thought that the shot went in and he was getting ready to hit the buzzer, just got it a little bit too quick. As Ben Hampton comes in now, and the senior Connor Gillum gets a standing ovation here from the Morgan County fans. He's had a fantastic career for the Cougars. Second shot no good by Jones, rebounded by Morgan County. Gets it over to Spencer. Spencer, top of the key, gets it to Mayab. Back tipped there by Jones. Bodies everywhere on the ground. Lettingham finally picks up with it, but he is close to that timeline. But they get it over, and we are under a minute left to play. And so just a brief timeout by Wes Carter to get some subs in, as looks like Brett Daly is coming in, as well as Connor Green. And we've got subs everywhere all over the place, and Morgan County is going to be pulling out their starting lineup. Jordan Houston for Wes Carter is coming in. Let's see, for Morgan County, we've got Alan Justice, Chance Wright, number 10, Cody Dagan, number 3, Ben Hampton, and number 4, Connor Salyer. For Wes Carter, you've got Daly, Connor Green, Nichols, Bryson Boggs, and Jordan Houston. As Houston gets the ball atop the key. Gets it to Daly, 3-ball on the way, off the mark, rebounded by Green, and he gets on the board here tonight with the putback bucket there for Wes Carter. And they're going to let the clock run out on this one, and that is it for the game. And your final score here, Wes Carter 62, Morgan County 43. So Morgan County is going to finish their season 8-5 on the year, in a very unusual and weird year for COVID and everything else. Usually 8-5, you're getting that within the first month or so of play. But Morgan County, we do like to thank you for your effort and sticking with the play here this year, because definitely an interesting year for basketball. So Morgan County, as we said, drops to 8-5 on the year as they finish out their season. Wes Carter improves up to 10-7, and they are 3-0 in the district. All their district wins coming against this Morgan County team. And it looks like Wes Carter from the very beginning set the tempo and the pace for the game and held it all throughout. So we're going to take a brief break here as we get some final stats and everything else here at East Carter. Your final score, once again, West Carter 62, Morgan County 43. We'll be back here momentarily on the Mantis Sports Media Network.
The drive-in has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports. Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
Awkward. Do I look familiar? I should. You might remember me from here. Here. Or maybe even here.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
It can actually be a perfect moment to reach out to a friend and ask if they're okay if they seem down.
Doesn't matter how you say it.
You all right?
Everything's okay?
All G.
You all right, girl?
You cool?
You bugging dog.
Just show you're there for them.
Go on, Kelly. Seize the awkward.
Hey, you haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
And we're here with some final statistics here on the night with the West Carter victory, 62-43 over the Morgan County Cougars. West Carter had a fantastic shooting night from the two-point range as they were 22 of 36, hitting 61.1%. That is a far leap ahead. Typically, this Comet Ball Club shoots 51.5%. But now, tonight, when it counts in this new season, they hit 61.1% from the two-point range. 2 of 7 from the three-point range. They were 2 of 6. They only took one two-point attempt or three-point attempt in that second half, and so they finished off 2 of 7, and they ended up shooting 28.6%. Typically on the average, they shoot 36.1 from behind the arc. For the charity stripe, pretty even on the night. West Carter took 16 trips to the free-throw line, hit 12 of them for 75%. And then Morgan County, they took 17 trips to the line, hit 15 of them for 88.2%. Morgan County kind of plagued a little bit by some first round. I don't know if it was first round jitters or what it was, but they did improve their two-point shooting throughout the game to end up at 44%. They were 11 of 25 on the night. Both teams at 2 for 7 on the three-pointers. Of course, Morgan County was 0 for 2 to start things out in the first half, and they ended up going 2 of 5 or 40% in the second half. We've already mentioned the free throws, pretty even on both squads there as well. West Carter controlled the boards tonight, out-rebounding the Cougars 27-16. And, of course, turnovers, kind of a big deal of the night, especially early on. Morgan County had 9 first-half turnovers, but cleaned up the game just a little bit and ended up with only 6 in the second half to have a total of 15. West Carter, they had 7 in each half, 7 on the first half, 7 on the second half, to finish up with 14 turnovers. And, of course, our final score, 62-43. Taking a look at individual scoring on the night. Morgan County had 2 players in double digits tonight. Levi Mayab led the way with 14 points. He was 3 of 5 from the 2-point range, 1 of 4 from the 3-point range, and he was 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. Right behind him was A.J. Conley, who had 12 points on the night. He was 3 or 4 from the 2-point range, and a perfect 6 for 6 from the charity stripe. And then behind him is Logan Spencer. He had 7 on the night, shooting 2 for 5 from the 2-point range and 1 of 3 from behind the arc. Then you had Connor Gillum with 6 points, 2 of 4 from the 2-point range, 2 of 3 from the charity stripe. And then finishing off the scoring for Morgan County, you had Chandler Linden held to 4 points tonight. So Wes Carter kind of playing some good control against the leading scorers from Morgan County, as of course Linden averaging 10.75 points a game. They hold him to 4 points tonight, and Levi Mayab hit his average right at 14. Of course, A.J. Conley went up a little bit above the Call of Duty today and got 12 points on the night. He averages out 9 on the year. Now taking a look for Wes Carter, 4 players in double digits tonight for the Comets. Leading the way was Trevor Callahan. He was 8 of 12 from the 2-point range and 0 for 1 from the 3-point mark. So he had 16 on the night. And right behind him was Landon Nichols with 14. He was 4 of 6 from the 2-point range and a perfect 6 of 6 from the charity stripe. And then you had Lettingham and Webb both with 12 points. Lettingham was 2 of 5 from the 2-point range and 1 of 1 from the 3-point range, and he was 5 of 7 from the charity stripe. Tyson Webb was 4 of 6 from the 2-point range, 1 of 2 from behind the arc, and he was a perfect 1 for 1 from the 3-throw line. And then other Comets in scoring as well. You had Logan Berry had 4 points. He was 2 of 4 on the night. And then you also had Connor Green there at the end, ended up with a putback for a bucket there to kind of finish off the game, and he had 2 points on the night himself. So this will make Wes Carter advance up on the season as they improve up to 11-6 so far in the year, and they advance on to the championship round here in the 62nd District, as they're going to be taking on the winner of East Carter and Elliott County. And so we will see if we've got, if anybody's got that score, you can just let us know there, and we'll be glad to report that out as well. So good night for Wes Carter. They did control it all the way. No lead changes on the night, so they kept control. First period, the Comets outscored Morgan County 16-8, and then outscored them during the second quarter 12-8. A little bit tighter of a third quarter. Wes Carter only edging Morgan County by 1 point, 15-14. And then Wes Carter finished out the fourth quarter 19-13 as well. And so that ends up with our box score there of 62-43. Of course, the largest lead of the night was our final score. Wes Carter ended up with a 19-point lead on the night. And that was pretty similar to what they had the other night against Morgan County when they played down at Morgan County, because that score was 73-44, so pretty close to that first performance. Wes Carter, of course, largest runs on the night. Wes Carter had that 11-2 run to start out that first period, and then Morgan County in that second half ended up on a 7-0 run. Taking a look at points off of turnovers, Wes Carter led the way there, 18 points off of turnovers to Morgan County's 13. Of course, you had total rebounds. Wes Carter out-rebounded Morgan County 27-16. And then, of course, for second chance points, Wes Carter led the way as well. And as we get a moment here, we're going to get Coach Jeremy Webb up in the broadcasting booth here. So excuse me while I move my camera just a touch there. And we'll get him all set up here for post-game interview. All righty. Coach, good game tonight. Very similar to the first time down in West Liberty for that matchup.
Yeah, we done a better job this game of making sure that they played at the pace and tempo that we wanted. We done that at their place, like you said, that first game, and then they come back to our place the second night, and we really didn't really play with the defensive intensity and energy that we needed, but I really felt like tonight we did.
Yeah, because they came out of the gate, I believe, went on an 11-2 run right off the beginning.
You're right.
So, I mean, they kind of set that tempo.
Yeah, we set the tone early. We talked about that being important, to set that tone, to play with a lot of energy and emotion early in that game and try to get them on their heels. We had more experience coming back than they did, and they didn't have a whole lot of experience, and so we felt like if we come out early and set the tone immediately, and hit them in the mouth per se right off the bat, and really just kind of give them what we have at the beginning of the game to put them on their heels and see how they recover, and I thought our guys come out and done that. I really got to talk about our bigs. I felt like Trevor and Landon and Logan, all three played and battled extremely well to basket. And Regard's done a great job of getting them the basketball in position to score. They had some foul trouble on their interior, and our bigs really took advantage of that.
Absolutely, because, I mean, you look tonight shooting 61.1% from the two-point range, definitely getting those higher percentage shots down in the paint, and with a few circus shots on top of that. There was some that was out there that was fantastic out there tonight. You have been getting some awesome play in from like I said, from Callahan and Barry.
Yeah.
Lettingham, talk about him for a moment. I think good thing that the police wasn't going to get him for stealing. I think he had 4 in that first period alone.
Yeah, he brought a lot of energy early. And he goes 12 points, 6 boards, 4 assists, 4 turnovers, right? But he had 4 steals. So, he's just such an energy guy. And, he and Tyson, they set the tone out the top of their guards, and you have Landon and Trevor setting the tone on the interior, and Hunter on the wing, and playing and knocking down shots like he's capable of doing and does. Just all in all, a very, very good team effort. Very proud of our guys for the work that they put in preparation leading up to this game. Everybody gets to go to the regional tournament, but we would sure like to go on Wednesday night and get us another district championship.
Absolutely, because as we said, had a little bit of a long streak from 1999 all the way to last year. I only have to mention that because I was on that basketball squad.
All right.
I don't keep that one in the back of my head just for no reason. I just remember that I've got the 62nd District Trophy at home, but picked up the big win last year.
Yeah.
Hoping to go back-to-back
nice.
This year.
It's going to be Elliott County. I guess Elliott County beat East Carter tonight, and I knew that game was going to be a toss-up. I don't know how many points it was, but I was just told that Elliott won. So it will be either at West Carter or at Elliott, and that's going to be 7 o'clock on Wednesday. The site will be determined. Corey, I guess myself, I don't know. We'll get together with Greg, Coach Atkins, tomorrow morning, probably somewhere around 8:30, and try to get the site determined.
Absolutely, because I think he said it was supposed to be a coin toss, I believe.
It's a coin toss. We'll draw.
Like
it's usually just draw. Everybody kind of says coin toss, but we'll probably put West Carter and Elliott County in a hat or whatever and pull it out, and that's what it's going to be. Yeah,
I think you did an awesome job tonight as far as adjusting, because I know that Morgan County came out with the box and chaser, then threw a 2-3 at you and threw a man-to-man. I think they ran through about 4 or 5 different defenses during that first half.
Well, we didn't practice much man-to-man at all leading up to this game. I felt like we had an advantage around the basket if he went man-to-man, and we knew we would try to pound it to our bigs, So that was part of our game plan with man, and we knew we had all of our plays already in place, but we spent time working against the box and chaser because they played us that twice. The first game, not as much. The second game, they played it the whole time. So we really done and spent most of our time prepping for that, and then also prepping for a 2-3 zone. We felt like that if they had to come out of the box, that they would go to a 2-3 and maybe try to keep it tight, but our guys, we felt like we were prepared for both of them.
Absolutely, because, as you said, throughout the season. Of course, being a short season, you can't prep for every situation out there.
Yeah, over the course of 25 or 30 games of a regular season, by the time you get to the district, you've pretty well seen about everything. And, this season is a little bit different because we missed a month of season. Between January and February, we missed a month in that stretch, and missed several games. So the fewer games that we've played has caused us to not see, all those defenses. So we've been spending time in practice and preparation for this. We even practiced the triangle and two and spent some time with that. So, that's we're just trying our best as coaches to give our guys all these different looks so that way when they see it in the game, they're comfortable.
Absolutely. And, of course, 3-0 on the season in district play, but all of them coming in from Morgan County. How's that going to affect overall? Of course, I know that, we've been playing against Elliott County for years upon years, right. And I've seen, different coaches and their offenses and everything. How do you think that's going to play into tomorrow, Wednesday night's game?
I'll say this. All the coaches in our region or in our district, we've all been around for a long time. Brandon's been at East here for several years, and so has Coach Perry at Morgan, and Greg, has taken over, but he's been here a really long time at Elliott County. So there's not a lot of surprises per se. We all kind of have a feel on what each coach really likes to do. And, I don't expect it will be any different, with Elliott County. That they have a good basketball team. And, and I think that Greg has done a great job of preparing them for this moment. And, Wednesday night we'll not toss the ball up. We'll put it in bounds and go see how it plays out.
That was some of the comments we had a little bit earlier. It's like no jump ball, and it's like no, not in the COVID season and everything.
That's right.
But maybe next year and everything on there. Yeah. Any predictions or anything else coming up for Wednesday's night game? Anything you're going to be looking for?
Well, no, not necessarily. We'll spend tomorrow, tonight and tomorrow morning and watching game film and putting together a scouting report to prepare our guys Tuesday at practice, and then we'll do it again Wednesday at walkthrough. So, we'll just do what we can to prepare them the best we can, but, it just goes out and, it comes down to this championship, man, just go out and play. Both the games are going to move on, and, let's just go out and play it out.
Absolutely, because, that's all we have to do because this is a brand new season.
Yeah.
Records are out the door. It doesn't matter who you played, who you didn't play. Are you disappointed that you didn't get to play East Carter this year?
It was really odd. We were talking about it. Don't think we weren't. We talked about maybe trying to get with Brandon and play just a game the last week, but then it's what if we get each other in the district tournament, immediately and just go boom and back to back, again. So, it was discussed with us in the locker room, but I didn't reach out to him, to try to get that game in. I don't know. It's different. COVID year. There's not been a season in the history of probably basketball when Olive Hill and Pritchard and started playing ball, there's probably never been a season that Olive Hill and Grayson and West Carter and East Carter has not played. And this is a first. And yes, it's disappointing because that rivalry is awesome. Those games are fun. They're fun to coach. They're fun to play in. So it's disappointing that it didn't happen, but man, it is what it is. And, you just go, and this is just a different year. And this year, this COVID thing is going to be remembered in the history of all time. 100 years from now, 200 years from now, they're going to be talking about this outbreak and how this all occurred. But it'll be in our books. It'll be in our books at West Carter High School that West Carter and East Carter did not play in 2020-2021 season.
Absolutely unusual. Last moment, Tyson Webb joining the 1,000-point club.
Yeah, Tyson, a very, very good job. And the thing I loved about he didn't get selfish in any of that. A lot of guys will put pressure on themselves and try to get it, and push to try to get. He didn't do that one time. The first time we played Morgan County, he didn't even score. He shot like 3 times the whole game. So he's very much a selfless player. He gives it to his teammates and shares the ball. That's the kind of kid you want to have on your basketball team, and I've got a whole team full of them.
Absolutely, because you can definitely tell that there is nobody that is selfish out there.
No, I love it.
If they think they can get like a fraction of a percent higher percent shot, they're dishing it off.
14 of our 24 made baskets, were assisted. And, just to see that sharing of the basketball and the teamwork, that's a beautiful thing, and it's enjoyable to coach.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, congratulations
Thanks,
tonight. We'll be looking forward to you and wish you good luck on Wednesday against the Elliott County Lions. And we'll be, I guess, probably hearing tomorrow on the situation of the pool or the coin toss.
We'll let you know in the morning. We'll let you know in the morning as soon as we find out. We'll spread our word out to our guys, and we'll get you informed so that way you can cover us again. We appreciate what you do.
Hey,
and paying this, right? I mean, people out there watching the game, you had to pay, right, to be able to broadcast this game to the KHSAA, and then the NFHS jumps in on your feed, that you had to pay for, which I don't agree with myself. I think that all should be Manus Media, right? But that's my personal opinion, and I appreciate the fact that you have stepped up for these kids and these families and covered the team this season like you have.
And you are very welcome on that. Definitely appreciate those kind words and everything from you, from the administration,
right.
Corey G., Ryan Rayborn, all of them has been fantastic to work with, and to be able to, kind of jump in on this, because like I said, this has kind of been the last second top thing, especially with COVID.
You've done
and
an
everything.
awesome job. I've listened to, some of the girls' games live, and then I've went back and caught some of our boys' game that was on. You've done an awesome job.
I sure appreciate that.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Right.
Good luck, and we'll see you again on Wednesday night.
Thank you, Jed.
All righty, so that's going to finish things out here at East Carter High School. Of course, West Carter advancing on to the second round, or the championship round of the 62nd District Tournament, and they're going to be taking on the Elliott County Lions. And that game's going to be either held at West Carter High School or Elliott County, and we'll be able to find that information out for you tomorrow, and we'll get that to you as soon as we hear it. Of course, make sure you join us in tomorrow as the West Carter Lady Comets is going to be taking on the Elliott County Lions here at East Carter High School, and see if they can punch their tickets and go dancing in the 16th Region tournament themselves. Of course, we've seen West Carter and Elliott County play a couple times this last season. Actually, it was their last game that they had, so West Carter Lady Comets is going to be taking on Elliott County in a back-to-back match, similar to what West Carter and Morgan County had a little bit earlier on this year. So that's it for all of us here at the Manta Sports Media crew. We'd like to thank you for tuning in. Your final score, once again, West Carter 62, Morgan County 43. Thank you all very much for tuning in. From Jeff, Katie, Emmy, Sarah, and Rachel, we all do appreciate you tuning in. Thank you very much to our star givers out there as well. That goes to help fund our fees and pay some of our bills and everything. And thank you to our sponsors. Definitely want to thank you to Henry's, Styler Stitches, Beach Buns Tanning, and the Drive-In. Big thank you to James Do It Best Hardware, and thank you to our longtime sponsor, Justin Criswell, as well. Definitely want to thank him. He does a fantastic job for us and has been supporting us, ever since football season out there as well. And then also thanks to Cecilia's Country Market down in Mount Sterling for their support as well. So for Jeff Irwin and the Manta Sports Media crew, we'll see you again tomorrow night, 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock pass in. They used to say tip-off, but 7 o'clock pass in, and so we will see you tomorrow night. God bless you all, and take care and be safe out there, and we'll see you again here on the Manta Sports Media Network.